What's up guys? In today's video we're going to be showing a little bit of some recent pickups that I've had of some Japanese Pokemon. There's a few other stuff that's mixed in, some English cards, but mostly Japanese cards. I've been buying a lot recently and I just wanted to show you some interesting pickups and investments and some stuff to add to my personal collection. I'm very excited to show you all of these cards, but before we hop into it, I did just want to let you guys know that I'm sorry about the inconsistency with the recent uploads. We're getting ready for the move in just a few weeks here, and there's a lot going on, a lot of packing, and just kind of, things are up in the air right now. So just bear with me for the next month or so. Once we get in the new studio, I'm definitely looking forward to maybe doing a little studio tour. So yeah, things will settle down then, but for now, just bear with me, and I appreciate you guys. So anyways, let's get into these awesome cards. So, starting off, we have the Umbreon from Magma vs. Aqua 2 Ambitions. This is the number 62 holo. Super awesome Japanese Umbreon, 8.5 of the new black and white CGC labels. And I'm a huge fan of Evolutions, and this was an awesome pickup. I ended up grabbing this for $37 with free shipping, and this is just one of those cards that's going to go into my PC. I'm not sure if I'll take it out of the slab or anything like that, but this will definitely stay in my PC, whether it's graded or not. I don't know if it could be higher grade or not. I'm not even really concerned about the grade for this one. I think it looks super good, and I mean, for $37 you can't go wrong with that. Next up, this is a really cool card. This is the Arceus V from Brilliant Stars in a pristine 10 blue label CGC, and this card, I mean, the picture wasn't that great on eBay, but man, is this a beautiful card. Look at the texturing on that. I'd love to see what this looks like in Japanese, because the texturing goes like even more insane for some of these newer Japanese cards. But even in English, like if I look up real close, you can see kind of like the spirals going around. Super awesome card. Looks really, really good. Surprisingly, it's like not the best centering on the back. It is a pristine 10 and not a perfect 10. So, that's something to note. This one might be going into a BGS submission in the near future, like some of these cards that you'll see in today's video. But I'm not 100% sure on it. I might just keep it in the blue pristine 10 label. But either way, this is an awesome card. I ended up picking this up for $43, also with free shipping. And I mean, it's just crazy to me that a pristine 10 CGC for $43, like, alone the cost of grading, especially when it was the blue labels, I believe it was like, I want to say it was like $12, $13, somewhere around there. So yeah, I mean, that in itself, plus the fact that it's a pristine 10, super cool card. And I was really happy to pick that one up. Either to keep it in my PC or possibly sell it later down the road. This one is super cool. Another card going into my PC, the Pokemon Machine from Vending Series 3. Check that out. There is the little, Pokemon printing machine there. And then you can see, I think that's like Charmander right there, and then like it kind of looks like little scribbles of the starters there. But yeah, and then there's Oyama right there. And really what I love especially about this card was the back. Like, the back is so unique. Check that out. I've never seen this before. I don't know how this has not been on my radar until just recently. And even in an 8, which, by the way, this is one of the oldest cards that I've had from in regards to Pokemon cards. And from 1998 in a CGC 8, this card sold for $26.51. $26 with free shipping. And like, that is just crazy to me that, you know, even in an 8, that this card is going to sell for that low. I mean, and it's just an awesome card, like, super cool. I think it's just really, really unique and something that I'm really going to enjoy seeing on my shelf and keep in my PC. So that's another pickup right there, Pokemon Machine. Here's another Japanese card, Cloyster. This is a Gem Mint 9.5, one of the blue labels. So it is currently a 10 if I wanted to get it reholdered. I'm not sure if I will. Like with most of these cards, I'm still in the air of what I'm going to crack out or what I'm going to keep as is. This is an awesome Expedition base expansion pack, first edition, as indicated right there. There's the first edition stamp. And these Expedition cards just go hard. Like, the holo is amazing. The holo and like the side there, the little like barcodes, the design is just very unique. A lot of people love the Expedition era stuff, and yeah, this is just a really cool pickup. Looks really, really good. I'm honestly surprised that it's not a perfect, or not a perfect, a pristine 10. I'm really surprised that it's not a pristine 10, but it's still a really cool card, and I love the holo and the artwork there. So there's the Cloyster. I ended up picking that up for $39. Another just surprisingly low card. I was expecting it to go for a lot more, especially on some of the last sales for that card before that. And then the last slab that we have, and then we're going to get into the raw cards, is this. This is the big boy. This is the World Championships participation card, the participation promo from 2019. And this is like super, super cool. I can't believe how low the auctions ended up going for. I ended up grabbing this one, which is a 7.5. There was another 8.5 that also ended at the same time, which I didn't end up snagging the 8.5, even though I wanted to. And this one ended up ending for $84. And I believe last sales, and I'll put it up on screen, on price charting, last sales for this card before those eBay sales was somewhere between $1,300 and $1,800. And that was in like higher grades, and then some of them were like ungraded prices. So I'm like completely like shocked by how low this ended. A super cool card. You can see that's like the main offender right there. That little corner is like, I don't know if it's like a folded over type deal. Otherwise, it looks really, really good. But that's probably a main offender for the 7.5 there. Another card that I'm not sure if it will get cracked out, but check out that awesome like golden foil stamped in there. And just a really cool, unique promo. So that's all for the slabs, and let's get into the raw cards. Here we've got some of the raw cards. So there's going to be a lot of duplicates here, and I haven't even gotten all of them in yet. I'm still waiting on 4 more of these Groudons. But this was just like a really awesome artwork that I loved. This one is from Paradox Rift, but Raging Surf in Japanese. And this one's going for actually a really solid price on... in English, it's going for between like $25 and $30 raw. So I think it's a really awesome artwork, and just looking at the fact that it's going for so much in English, I really want to see if I can get some Black Label BGS grades out of this card. It's not going to be worth a whole lot in a 10 just regularly, but I do think that it could be worth something in a Black Label. And either way, like, this is just a phenomenal artwork. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then we've got another 4 of those coming. So that's a really cool card. I ended up picking those up for $3.75 a piece, and then I think I spent maybe like $3 for this one with the purple back. And then I spent about like $3 as well for the other 4. So between those, I'm all in. I'm around like $25 to $30 in all of those. But I think it's a phenomenal artwork. Like, just, you know, looking again closely in on that, Super cool. Groudon with the volcanoes in the back and that water splashing up. So next up, we've got a couple of these Yveltals, which we'll see some more of these. This was another one that I'm betting on the artwork and also the fact that they're Japanese. I'm hoping to get some black labels. And I'm not even going to attempt to send them in if they're not absolutely perfect. Like if they're off on the centering, or they're even there's a tad bit of whiteness, like some sort of white spots on the corners or anything else. If it's not absolutely perfect, I'm not going to waste $20 to send it in to BGS. I'm absolutely hunting for some black labels. I really want to get my first black label. And yeah, so here's another pack as well. I got this all from one seller, and this just came in. There we go. So looks like it's in like a little sleeve pack here or something. It's kind of like really tight. I don't know what those are, but so this is a really cute artwork. I think this is like crazy underrated. It's the Joltik with the, I'm forgetting the name of that little dog there. I know it starts with a Y. But this is just a really cool Joltik artwork, and I got 2 of those. Another one that we're hoping for some black labels. We got another Yveltal. Here's the Morpeko. So I believe all of these are actually from Paradox Rift, now that I'm looking at them, which is Raging Surf in Japanese. This is the Morpeko, which I ended up getting a PSA 10 in English from, if you guys are watching my shorts series where I was hunting for the Roaring Moon card, I ended up pulling this card, graded it, and I got it back. Like, I was one of the first people to get it back, and I got it in a PSA 10, and it was like one. It was like the only one on the census at the time, and I got it in a PSA 10. So let's see if we can get a BGS 10 from this guy right here. I think that's an awesome artwork, and for, I think it was like $4. We'll talk about all the prices after this. And then lastly, I got 2 of these Raichu amazing art rares that are just super cool, and in my opinion, super underrated. Like, all of these are super underrated. And the artworks are popular, but it's just people are not willing to spend as much in the Japanese versus the English. So, pricing on all of these. So we already talked about the Groudons. Those 2 Yveltals I ended up getting for $2.95 a piece. So that was for 2 of them. I ended up getting the Raichus for $3 a piece. I ended up getting the Morpeko for $5.47, and then I got the other Yveltal for $2.90, and then I got the Joltiks for $2.35 a piece. So yeah, I mean, basically around $3 for everything. Some of them a little bit less. That Morpeko was the most expensive individual card, being $5.47. So I'm taking like a very low risk for just getting the cards themselves. It's just the grading part that I want to be extra cautious about and make sure to absolutely cherry pick which ones I want. And either way, I think they're super cool cards, and I'm just excited to like have my hands on these because I think they're really amazing artworks. And so to snag all of these for $41 is like super cool to me. I really love all the artworks. I'm a believer in the artworks, and I'm truly a believer in collect what you love, and you can't go wrong. So if at the end of the day, if you're stuck with, something that you actually like, then, you're still winning. Like, you actually get to hold on to something that you like versus buying something just for the fact that you want to flip it. So, I'm trying to just say, like, invest in what you love, and you can never go wrong, but don't just be, a reseller that's just trying to flip and make a quick buck, because really you're not really enjoying the hobby for what it's supposed to be. So anyways, that's my take, and those are some of the cards that I got as we swipe through again. I really appreciate you guys tuning in for this video, and definitely look out for the future video where we do the BGS submission and return. I do have to wait until we move to Montana. I obviously can't submit the cards and then have them returned to this address. I actually could submit them right now and then just have the return address be our new place, which actually sounds like a good idea now that I say it out loud. So I might actually do that, but I am still waiting for 4 more of the Groudons to come in the mail. So either way, I have to wait for those. What was your favorite card? Comment down below what your favorite card. I'd have to say it's probably this one. It's such a unique back, and I love, look at how Pikachu looks. It's like that old kind of chunky mouse style Pikachu. I feel like Pikachu just looks different nowadays. This Arceus definitely a close second. I really love how like vivid and contrasty the colors are, and it being a pristine 10 is also very cool. So anyways, that's gonna wrap it up. Thank you for tuning in as always, and we'll catch you in the next one.